Hello and welcome to another edition of This Week in Design. We start this week's video with a new design trend. It's been a while since we have been talking about website design and website design trends. So recently I have been spotting more and more websites with a nice, warm storytelling vibe to them. Now, this trend seems to be defined by two important factors. One is big, bold, serif type, so something in the terms of display serif or decorative serif, something like Recoleta or instrument serif, being used not only for headline fonts, but also for big types, big callouts here. The other thing is actually the color scheme. The color scheme, which can be best described as warm sunset in late summer. I don't know how to describe this color scheme properly. But the use of sunsets, of clouds, of these warm color scheme is definitely present in these sites and something that you can get inspired by for your own web design. Personally, I'm a big fan of this trend. I'm a big fan of this visual because it gives this really nice and warm feeling, which we haven't had in quite a while, especially after a whole generation of more techy, cold, technological, clean websites. Spotting these warm design language sites is actually kind of cool and kind of refreshing in my opinion. If you are a design newcomer, then you should definitely head over to It's Nice That. They have opened up the application for their annually wants to watch category. So what's happening? So you might know It's Nice That as a design resource, as a website featuring designers, featuring designs. And if you are a newcomer, you can be a part of that too. All you got to do is head over to the application page, which of course is linked in the description, and send over some of your portfolio work. And then in October, you might be featured on It's Nice That. Getting exposure from a well-known design website like It's Nice That will definitely help you find clients or getting noticed by design studios. So if you are a design newcomer, I definitely recommend you to check out It's Nice That and the ones to watch. They also have a nice resource where they share some design resources that help you design on a budget. Basically free design resources, free tools, free mock-up sites. So I will link this article in the description below as well, and I really urge you to check it out. I have found another interesting thing in exactly that article, and this is the Kerning Game. So what is kerning? Kerning is the adjustment of spacing in between letter pairs to make sure that a type or that a certain word actually looks good and looks really well designed and readable. Kerning is very often confused with tracking, where you change the spacing between all letters in a sentence, but kerning is actually about letter pairs. Kerning can be really, really hard, and there's a lot of rules and a lot of experience that you need to have. And with the Kerning Game, you can actually practice your own Kerning Game. So you will be presented with different words in different typefaces. And of course, the spacing between the letters is off. Your task now is to adjust the spacing to make sure that these words are properly kerned. In the end, you will be presented with a score. As you can see, I definitely need a little bit more practice kerning, so I will do that with the Kerning Game. And of course, like every week, I do have a recommendation for a video, a documentation to watch. This week it is Enrico Tartarotti's look behind the scenes of the Notion design system. So Enrico has been visiting the Notion design team in their offices in downtown San Francisco and has taken a look behind the scenes of the Notion design system, and not only at the components and the way that they are working, and also at the version that they haven't been shipping for the new to be launched Notion Mail.
How did they do it? You see, behind any successful product, there's an insane amount of design, engineering, and psychology that most people never get to see. And to uncover it, I flew to San Francisco and I locked myself in a room with the people that actually built the product, the designers and the engineers. They opened up their design files and showed me the insane design and engineering behind things that look so simple but hide an insane amount of complexity. But also the alternative version that they didn't ship and the mistakes they made. This gives you a sense of how much is going on behind your favorite tech products.
I think it's super interesting to get this inside look at the design process of a big company, of a big design-focused company, and the whole thought process of what goes into creating a tool like Notion that is being used by millions and millions of users. So definitely check out Enrico Tatarotti's video. I think this is really worth watching. Of course, you can find this, like all the videos, all the links that I've been talking about in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next video. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. There will be a new This Week in Design every week, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye.